Hello, everybody. I hope you're all feeling fantastic today. Welcome to part 2 of the Marilyn Monroe reading. So, I still have all the cards. I pulled out all the cards I did last reading. It's been a few weeks since I've done the first video, but I should post these back to back when it's time for me to post this. But I pulled out all of the cards that I pulled for the first reading, and we're going to continue the energy of what was going on. So after the first video, I did write down a note about how I felt. I just felt to write a little note for the next part of this video. And what I wrote was, it felt like she was being used for something, like she was working for the family in some way, and then she got smart about something that also wasn't supposed to. She got smart about something that she wasn't supposed to get smart about, which then caused some problems within the family. So I feel like Marilyn Monroe was almost working for the family in some way. They had some kind of contract together where they were kind of using each other in some way, but I feel like the family was using Marilyn Monroe in a way that was kind of unfair or unjust in some way, where she wasn't really aware of it. I feel like she thought she was it was like a symbiotic relationship where they were both kind of giving the other something. But I feel like she found out, or she came to the realization that this relationship between herself and this person or family was imbalanced, and she was beginning to take steps towards dismantling the facade of the relationship between the two of them, between the two energies of, Marilyn Monroe versus one Kennedy, or the estate or family, right? So that's what I picked up at the end of the video, and what I wanted to kind of continue talking about and looking into. So, and I don't know, for some reason this reading makes me a little bit nervous, because I feel like I'm tapping into something that I'm not supposed to know, or I'm tapping into something that other people aren't supposed to know, or something like that. So I feel a little bit anxious, but almost like an excited anxious, like, oh, I'm telling a secret, like everybody's gonna know now, some that kind of energy. So I'm trying to calm that energy that I'm feeling, so that I can do this reading, so that we can continue this reading and see what's going on. Okay. So yeah, let's get into what was it? What was it that made Marilyn Monroe come to the realization that something was off, that caused her to take the steps towards dismantling something? What pivotal moment, what gave Marilyn Monroe that aha moment that flipped a switch to her being unaware of something to being aware of something? If that makes sense. It makes sense to me. Hopefully it makes sense to you. Okay, let's see. Collaboration. Okay. Collaboration. Homeless. And confinement. Interesting. Wow. There's something. Okay, so I'm getting, with this homeless card in conjunction with the confinement, see, this is interesting, because the homeless card with the confinement card is like, it's making me feel like this is Marilyn Monroe's energy, yet it's almost like it's portraying her as someone who doesn't have anything, or that's confined to something, or that is kind of almost like trapped within a contract, or there's just something that Marilyn Monroe was just not supposed to do. It feels like whatever she got into, I don't know, there's just something that she was into that she got kind of stuck in. She got stuck in something. I feel like blackmail could possibly be a factor as well with this homeless card. Like, Spirit is portraying her energy as someone who had nothing and was like controlled. Like there's something within Marilyn Monroe that was vacant. Which is so weird because she just looked so glamorous, right? She looked like she had the best life in the whole world. Like she was living the damn life, but this energy is saying the opposite, and I don't know what that means. Okay, so we're talking about, when did Marilyn Monroe come to the realization that something was happening maybe against her, or not for her, or in an unjustly way. Okay? And so this is about her having nothing and being, it's like having nothing or feeling like she doesn't have something, like money even. Okay, so I'm getting the like the band TLC. For some reason their situation where they were being like tricked by their production company, or some kind of situation where TLC were getting snubbed for money, yet the way we see it is like this group of people, like TLC, the group, they seemed like they're famous. So if you're famous, you have money. That's just what, that's what I would think. And I was shocked to hear that TLC was broke. Like I don't remember what I watched, if I watched just a clip of them actually talking at some kind of award show or somewhere where they were talking to a bunch of people and they were saying that they were broke. And I just remember thinking, like, how does that happen? How are you famous? How do you have all these songs on TV and these music videos, but you're broke? I just was confused by that. And it's giving me the energy of this. Somehow, like, Marilyn Monroe had this, like, glamorous looking life from the outside, or from the perspective of us who just, see famous people. It seems like they have this, like, glamorous life where they have everything they want. But in reality, it was almost like she was, like, displayed as this character, but behind closed doors she was just like locked away and like sad, or like felt like she didn't have control of anything in her life. Okay, that's what it feels like. And maybe that is why this opposition here, which we could say it's the Kennedys or the Kennedy family, but we'll just call it her opposition at this point. I feel like her opposition took advantage of that confinement, homeless energy within Marilyn Monroe's, field. And then we have this collaboration card, which is making me feel like when I first pulled this out, it was like she was talking to somebody, or someone was giving her information, or somebody was like, I feel like this is a very complicated situation. I think I said that in the previous video in part 1, that it was a very complicated situation, and there's so much information regarding this story and this situation where it's like we could be here for years. I feel like there's something that is just, if the public knew what the story was behind closed doors, it would be like versus what was portrayed like on TV or in the news or in information that we can find online or on TV. There's just this huge amount of information that has been withheld, that people don't know or understand, that is regarding the situation. It feels deep. Okay, but I feel like with this collaboration, she was like talking to somebody that was kind of helping her to see. Interesting. She could have had like some kind of guardian angel situation. She could have had help from actual people that were informing her like that somebody was doing something behind her back, and she kind of like started to wake up to this and began to fight back. Okay. All right. Let's see. I'm also feeling like, even though it ended up the way it ended up, I feel like there was this feeling of, I did what I had to do. I did what I came here to do. Almost like, interesting. Yeah, there's some kind of satisfaction with how this ended up in the energy that I'm feeling here. Yeah, I feel like connecting with Marilyn Monroe's like spirit, there is some kind of satisfaction with the way things played out. Almost like oh my god, okay, that's interesting. So the visual that I just saw was like a basketball player like running and like dribbling a ball and then like running and dribbling, and then like making a shot and it going in, like making a shot and it going in the basket, and then poof, the basketball player exploded. So that's what I saw. Oh my goodness. So that's telling me that there's some kind of like satisfaction to what happened. Like almost like Marilyn Monroe knew that almost like Marilyn Monroe knew that her time was coming, or that she almost like she woke up to something, she woke up to some information, and she was like, well, I'm not going down without a fight. It's almost like she knew that she was going down, and she wasn't gonna go down without a fight. So it was like she was gonna have one last hurrah before she was taken out, kind of situation. So and I don't know what that is exactly. I don't know what it is that she did that made her feel satisfied in how this ended up. But it definitely is feeling like a puzzle piece was created. Like she was able to create a puzzle piece for later. Okay, that's what it feels like. Wow. Okay, should we ask about the puzzle piece? What was the puzzle piece, Spirit? What was the puzzle piece that Marilyn Monroe felt satiated in giving to the world or to whoever or whatever before she left this plane? Let's see. We have daydream. Okay, so it's like almost like a vision. Triumph, yeah. And stop. Interesting. Okay, so it looks like she she was planning something. Like she had yeah, this is interesting. Like I feel like she had some kind of like plan that she knew that, like, look at this satisfaction here with like thinking of something and then being satisfied with it. okay? And then we have the triumph, success, victory. Like it happened, okay? Some kind of success or victory or something that she envisioned to happen was successful, okay? And then we have the stop card, okay? And honestly, that's funny. Honestly, two pieces of energy here. I feel like that's enough. That's enough. Not only I feel like is she telling me that like this is enough information for now, but also whatever she did has it's benefiting a stop to something that's not right. Okay? I feel like she participated in something. Even if we don't see it now or if we don't realize it now, she knows that she did something that helped to stop a situation that wasn't right or that was unjust. Okay? That's what you need to know. That's what you need to know. I stopped something that was unjust. Yeah, so interesting. There's some kind of like satisfaction and victory, achievement. Like that, those are the keywords here for the triumph card. Success, victory, and achievement. Something was achieved here. Like there's a satisfaction with the way things ended. And I love that. I love that so much. It's such a nice, positive kind of topper for this reading. Interesting. Okay, so I'm going to stop it right here. I'm going to stop it right here. I feel called to stop it right here. We may or may not get into another part to this. We'll see. Or I might just kind of jump into the Kennedys and, you know, poke around in that energy and see what's going on. See what's going on, what has gone on, and just to have a little look-see, right? Okay. Yeah, so that's all I have for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know down in the comment section what you thought about this reading or what you think about the story, what your own thoughts about it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, please follow this channel if you haven't already. If you want a personal reading from me, you can message me or email me. My email is in the description box below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!